Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Papam eva ashrayet asman hatva etan tasmat narha vayam hantum dartarashtran swabandhavan swajanam hi katam hatva sukinaha syama madhava Papameva shrayedasman Advaitana tatayana Tasmanarha vayam hantum Dartarashtran swabandhavan Swajanam hi katam hatva Sukinakshyama madhava Papam, vices, eva, certainly, ashrayet, must take upon, asman, us, hatva, by killing, etan, all these, atatayana, aggressors, tasmat, therefore, na, never, arha, deserving, vayam, us, hantum, to kill, Dhritarashtra, the sons of Dhritarashtra, swabandhavan, along with friends, swajanam, kinsmen, he, certainly, katam, how, hatva, by killing, sukinaha, happy, syama, become, madhava, O Krishna, husband of the goddess of fortune. Translation: sin will overcome us if we slay such aggressors. Therefore it is not proper for us to kill the sons of Dhritarashtra and our friends. What should we gain, O Krishna, husband of the goddess of fortune, and how could we be happy by killing our own kinsmen?
So, papameva. Papam means sinful activities. And punnam is piety. So, people should consider in every activity whether it is papam or punnam, whether it is virtuous or sinful activities. But the asuras, they do not know. Pravittincha nimittincha navidu rasurajana. Those who are asuras, they do not care what is sinful or what is bad. I like it, I must do it. This is asura. There is no reference to the authorities whether the action which I am going to do, whether it is pious or impious. Because by impious activities I will be degraded. Adho gachanti tamasha jaganna gunavittisthya. if we become addicted to sinful activities, the result will be we shall be degraded. But they do not know. Even so-called religious priests, they support killing. Astonished. Killing is impious, sinful activity, but in the name of religion, killing is also going on. If somebody says it is my religion to cut throat, will it be accepted? Very nice thing. Sometimes, just like here is the war, this is also a religious war. But it's still discrimination. Arjuna, because he is a Vaishnava. A Vaishnava means Devata, demigod. Vishnu Bhakta Bhavet Deva Asurastad Viparjaya. What is the difference between Deva and Asura? Who is called a Devata and who is called a Asura? There are two kinds of men. One class is called Deva, Devata. The other class is called Asura, Devasura. So there is always fight between Deva and Asura. Now, at the present moment, the number of Asuras have increased. Formerly, the number of Devatas were greater. So, Arjuna is Devata because he is Vishnu Bhakta. Dau bhutasargo loke daiva asureva. There are two classes of men within this creation. Vishnu Bhakta Bhavet Daiva. Those who are devotees of Lord Vishnu, they are called Devata. Just like the demigods like Indra, Chandra, Surya, and many others. And there are 33 crores of devatas in the higher planetary system. They are all Vishnu Bhakta. They will abide by the orders of Vishnu and Vaishnava. Just like Indra is Devata. There was fight between Hiranyakashipu and the Indra's party. So when Hiranyakashipu was defeated, naturally, after war, if the other party is defeated, the victorious party makes so many aggression, especially aggression on women, that is still current. Innocent women, they are very much harassed after the war by the victorious party. You know, the soldiers are given freedom to rape the woman and plunder the property, so many things they have. So, when Hiranyakashipu was defeated, all the devatas, they did not make such aggression, but the wife of Hiranyakashipu, Kayadu, I think, she was arrested by Indra and was taken. She was crying, just usual woman, but she was being dragged by Indra. So Narada was passing, Narada said, "What are you doing this?" No, there is no question of harassing this woman, but I am taking her in my custody because she is pregnant. And the child is begotten by Asura. Hiranyakashipu. Therefore, I shall wait for the birth of the child, and as soon as she gives birth, I will kill that child. Yes. So Narad said, no, that child is not Asura child. He is coming, a great devotee, Mahabhagavat of Krishna. Because Narada knew that when, before, after all he knew, but before also he knew, because they are saintly persons, they can understand that here is a child is coming, will be a great devotee of Krishna. So Mahabhagavat. So don't try to that. You don't take her to your custody. Better give her in my custody. I shall take care. So immediately he abided by the order of Narada. Immediately. He released. And not only released, circumambulated the woman. So here is a Mahabhagavat in the womb of this woman. So let us offer our obeisances. This is Vaishnava. As soon as understood that there is a Vaishnava, Mahabhagavata, in the womb of this woman, he is to be respected, offer obeisances. This is called Vaishnava. But the Asura would not do that. Asura would not do that. That is the difference between Devata and Asura. In the Bhagavad Gita 16th chapter you will find the description of the Asuras. Pravrittincha nivrittincha navidu asurajana. Pravritti means what sort of activities we shall do and what sort of activities we shall not do. The Asuras, they do not know. The Asuras, they do not know. Anything you do for my sense gratification, I must do everything. Therefore they become entangled. So long they are strong in this life, they do not take care of anyone. Shastra, sadhu or guru, they do not care for anything. So that means by the Asuric civilization, the living entities become entangled because he may not care for any action, the Asura, but the nature is there. Prakite kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasa ahankara vimuratma kartaham iti mannate. Rascals, they are thinking that they are free to act anything he likes. That is not possible. So long we are in this material world, we are conditioned. Prakite kriyamanani gunai karmani. As we are associating with the particular quality of this material nature, there are three varieties of quality: goodness, passion and ignorance. So we have to associate with either of these qualities, unless we are Krishna conscious. Unless one is engaged in devotional service, he must be influenced by these three kinds of qualities. Goodness, somebody may be very good man, according to the estimation of the, just like Arjuna, he is talking in the modes of goodness, considering, although they are atotayina. Papameva vasray dasman hatta itan atotayina. Atotayina means aggression. According to law, if somebody comes to attack you, or if somebody comes to kidnap your wife, these are atutayana. Or somebody comes to set fire in your house, especially they are called aggressors. So these aggressors are to be immediately killed. There is no question of non-violence. You must kill immediately. There is no sin, atutayana. But here, although the other party is atutayana, aggressor, still Arjuna is considering whether they should be killed or not. That is the difference between Devaka. In every action, he is calculating, but he is considering that this kind of aggression, because they are my kinsmen, they are my family man, whether this kind of aggressor should be killed or not. It is common sense. Suppose your son has done something mischievous. The same thing. Same thing means to attack the father. Still the father will consider whether I shall kill my son or not. That is natural. If my son sets fire in the house, whether I shall kill him or not. The Arjuna position is like that. Although they are atutayana, aggression, still, because they belong to the same family, whether I shall kill. He is considering papameva vasaya. If I kill this kind of aggression, I will be attacked with sinful activities. I have to suffer the result of sinful activities. And he is explaining why papameva asrayat asman, because these are bandhavan, sabandhavan, dhasturashtra. The Dhaturashtra means the son of Dhritarashtra, Duryodhana and others. So sabandhavan, they are our family members, bandhavan. Sajanang hi kathang hatva sukhina shyama madhava. Madhava, my dear Madhava, you are the husband of the goddess of fortune. So you are always very happy. Do you think I shall become happy by killing my own man? Do you think like that? Because friend and friend talking. So this is the position. Just see, they are atutayana, aggressor. There is no doubt about it, because these Dhaturashtra, the sons of Dhritarashtra, they insulted Draupadi, Arjuna's wife. There was betting. The wife was the betting. So they were defeated in the chess play, and the wife was taken by the other party. So Karna took the opportunity, because during Draupadi's Swayamvar, Karna was insulted by Draupadi. The piercing of the eyes of the fish, Karna was greater, what is called, arrowman. So when Karna came to touch the arrow for piercing the eyes of the fish, Draupadi objected. Because she wanted Arjuna to become her husband, but she knew that if Karna comes to this combat, he will be victorious. Then I will have to go to Karna. So she is also very intelligent, daughter of Kshatriya king. So Karna, nobody knew that he is Kshatriya. He was supposed to be son of a carpenter. Karna was born before Kunti's marriage. Therefore, Karna remained hidden whose son, but he was Kshatriya, it was unknown. So Draupadi took this opportunity that this competition is meant for the Kshatriyas, not for the non-Kshatriyas, because he was supposed to be son of a carpenter, Shudra. So he was not given the opportunity to gain Draupadi. But if he was given the opportunity, he would have come out victorious. So now Karna took this opportunity. When Draupadi was lost in the game, she immediately, Karna was Duryodhana's friend, he immediately advised, now she is our property, we can do whatever we like. Arjuna has lost his wife. So he advised that make her naked in this assembly. To become naked in so many people, that is a great insult for a woman. So actually, they tried to insult. Not tried, it was fact. But Krishna said, Draupadi's Vastraharan. She was tried to become naked, but these people could not make her naked. The sari was supplied by Krishna, one after another, heaps of sari. Then they become fed up and gave up that business. That she cannot be made naked. So, they were actually Atataina, because Atataina means one who comes to kidnap your wife, insults your wife. You should immediately kill. Just like Lord Ramchandra. He was so pious king. But when it so happened that his wife, Sita, was insulted, Sita was taken away by Ravana. Lord Ramchandra could marry hundreds and thousands of Sitas. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He could create Sita, Radharani, Lakshmi. They are the pleasure potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot have a material wife or material companion. Krishna's Radharani or Lord Ramchandra's Sita Devi, Narayan's Lakshmi Devi, they are pleasure potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikiti Alladini Shakti Rasman. Alladini Shakti. Krishna or God has got many potencies. One of the potencies is called Alladini Shakti, pleasure potency. So Krishna's concert, Lord Ramchandra's concert, they are pleasure potency exhibited. So to show the example, Lord Ramchandra, because Sita was kidnapped, Sita was insulted, or Ramchandra was insulted, the retaliation was Lord Ramchandra killed not only Ravan, but the whole dynasty, finished. Only for one woman. He could create so many. No, because Atataina aggressed over, just to teach people that anyone, if he is aggressor, he must be killed. This is the position. But Arjuna is considering whether it will be pious or impious. This is devata. In every action, they will consider what I am going to do, whether it is pious or impious. That is devata. If it is pious, then it will elevate me. And if it is impious, then it will degrade me. Nobody wants degradation. The human life should be especially meant for elevation, not for degradation. We have come to this human form of life from the lower status of life. Jalajanavalakkhani Savara Lokhavinsati Krimayo Rudra Sankhaga. Through so many status of life, the aquatics, the trees, the plants, the insects, the reptiles, the birds, the beasts, Hindus say, Bahunam Janmanamante, Bahunam Sambhavante. This human form of life is gotten, we have received after many, many births. These people, they do not know. It is very rare. Therefore Narottam Das Thakur says, Manusya janama paiya Radha Krishna na bhajiya. Janiya suniya bisha khain. Hari hari bi phale janama goin. He lamented, my dear Krishna, I am so unfortunate. I got this human form of life. It was meant for developing Krishna consciousness, but I have wasted my time otherwise. So, how it is so? Janiya suniya bisha khain. Knowingly I have taken poison. Knowing. Labdha sudurlam amidam bahu sambhavante manussam arthadam. These people, they do not know. Because they are asuras, they do not know what to do in this human form of life and what not to do. They are killing animals without any hesitation. They do not know, these rascals, and still they are spiritual leaders. How horrible condition is this in this Kali Yuga. Just imagine. Without any restriction, without any hindrance, they are committing sinful life. They do not know next life, all this boastfulness, pride will be finished. He will have to accept another body, which will be offered by the material nature. You cannot say that I will not accept this body, I want this body. No, nature is not under your dictation. You have to abide by the dictation of nature. Prakite kriyamanani, this verse of Bhagavad Gita is very important. Prakite kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasa ahankara vimuratma karta hammiti mannate. Ahankara, by false ego, the asuras, they think I am independent. I can do whatever I like. No, you cannot do so. If you do so, then you will be punished. Daividhisa gunamai mama maya durataya mameja prapaddanti mayami tantara. For every little action you are responsible. It is being noted by the material nature. And you will be forced to accept a kind of body for suffering. There are so many types of body. Therefore, Arjuna being Devata, he is considering that although they are Atatayana, at the same time they are family men, whether it is good to kill family. He is asking Krishna. Krishna is there, and he is considering, he is consulting with Krishna, that do you think that killing this kind of aggressor will be benefited or not? Therefore in the last line he said, Sajanang hi kathang hatya sukhina shyama madhava. My dear Krishna, do you think by killing my family man, my relatives, shall I be happy? You are Madhava. You are always happy because your husband is a good goddess of fortune. But do you think I shall be happy in this way? This is consultation. So, this is the proof of Arjuna's character, a devotee's character. A devotee is always devata, demigod. So one who is devotee, one who is Krishna conscious, sarvai gunai tatra samasate sura. Sura means devata. All the good qualities of devata. A devotee of Krishna will never accept that killing is very good. No. For the satisfaction of my tongue, I shall kill so many animals. A devotee will never accept. Ahimsa, ahimsa. That is the third quality. Amanittam, adammittam, ahimsa, khanti, arjavam. These are everything is there in the Bhagavad. Amanittam. Amanittam means to accept this body as I am. This is amanittam. Not to accept. That is amanittam. Everyone is proud that I am Indian, I am American, I am Englishman. They boastful, very proud of this body. So knowledge means I am not this body. I am not this body. That is amanittam, adambittam. As soon as we become aware that I am not this body, then my false pride immediately goes. Amanittam, adambittam, ahimsa. Then ahimsa, non-violence. Arjavam, simplicity. There are 18 qualifications of the demigods. So one who becomes a devotee of Krishna, Krishna conscious, all these good qualities develop. So here is the proof that Arjuna, because he is devotee of Krishna, he is considering whether I shall kill them or not. Ahimsa. It is consideration, not that it is final settlement. So, people are trying to elevate the status of the society by so many things. But they do not know the secret. The secret is that if one is trained only to become a devotee of Krishna, all good qualities automatically will be visible in his person. There is no need of separate endeavor. How to make a man honest, how to make a man religious, how to make a man high-thinking, simple living. These are good ones. Samodamo titikha arjava, jnanam vijnanam astikam. All these qualities immediately develop because a living entity, spirit, soul, he is part and parcel of Krishna. Mamaivangsha, jiva. Krishna says all this. Ahanga bija pradapita. They have come to this material world. I am the seed-giving father. They wanted to enjoy. So I have given them chance. But actually I am the father. The material nature is the mother. Just like we have got experience. The father injects the living entity in the womb of the mother. And the mother, by her blood, develops the body of the child. Similarly, all these living entities, 8,400,000 species, they bijaham sarvabhutanam. The father is Krishna. He has given the seed in the womb of this material nature. And the material nature has given the body. Somebody has got the body of fish, somebody has got the body of tree, plant, somebody has got insect, reptile, somebody bird, somebody beast, somebody human being, somebody demigod. But all these materials have been supplied by the mother. It is very easy to understand. Just like the child grows, the mother supplies the bodily ingredients. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, therefore, this is very scientific. When he took sannyas and the mother came, Advaita Prabhu arranged to see for the last time her son, because the sannyasi is no more coming home. So at that time, mother became overwhelmed. Such beautiful body, he has nice hair, now it is same. So she became very much overwhelmed and was crying. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately fell down on her lotus feet, and he said, "My dear mother, this body is yours. My dear mother, this body is yours. This body should have been engaged for your service, but somewhere or other, I mistake. I have taken this sannyasi. Kindly excuse me." Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that this body belongs to you. This is your body. Every son should think like that. This is Vedic culture. Actually, the body supplies mother from the very beginning. After sex, these are all described in Bhagavad. The true secretion becomes emulsified, and a body is formed just like a pea and gradually develops. The ingredients, the energy supplied by mother. So the same thing, the whole creation, the body is supplied by material nature. Mother. Therefore she is called mother. Material nature is called mother. Mother Durga. Srishti Sthiti Pralaya Sadhana Shakti Rekha. The material nature, and her name is Durga. Srishti Sthiti Pralaya Sadhana Shakti Rekha. Chaiva Jassa Bhuvanani Vibharti Durga. Ichhanurupapi Jassacha Chestate Sa Govindamadi Purusam Kamam Bhaja. This is description of Durga. So Krishna also says, we should not think like that animals are trees or birds and beasts, they are other than ourselves. They are our brothers. Because the seed-giving father is Krishna and the mother is material nature. So we have got the same father and same mother. So if we have got the same father and mother, they are all our brothers. So unless one is advanced in spiritual consciousness, how he can think of universal brotherhood? This is nonsense. There is no possibility. The so-called universal brotherhood is possible when he is Krishna conscious. When one knows that Krishna is the common father of everyone. The father will not tolerate. Suppose father has got 10 sons, out of them 1 or 2 sons are useless. So those who are very capable sons, if they say to the father, "My dear father, these 2 sons of yours, they are useless, so let us cut their throat and eat." The father will say, "Yes, you do that." No, father will never say. The father will
Hare Krishna, not audible, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Am I audible to all the participants online on Zoom? Yes. Okay. So this is class by Srila Prabhupada on Bhagavad Gita 1.36 given in London. So Prabhupada starts with the words that people should consider in every activity whether it is papam or punyam, whether it is virtuous or sinful activities. But the asuras, they do not know. So after that, Prabhupada describes what are the qualities of asuras. So anyone here at the center would like to answer? What are the qualities of asuras described by Srila Prabhupada in this? Anyone, please raise your hand. Okay, Kishla bro.
Hare Krishna, the Suras act independently without any guidance of Shastras.
Okay. There's one part they do not take guidance, they do not follow Shastra. And what do they, what Prabhupada says they do not know. So what is that they do not know?
They do not care like what is sinful and what is pious, what is impious.
Haribo. Haribo. So those who are asras, they do not care whether what is sinful, what is right, what is wrong. Because they do not care also for injunctions of Shastra, and they do not care for injunctions of Shastra and also for Guru or instructions of spiritual master. Okay. Then Prabhupada described that there are two kinds of men always there on this earth. Who are those two kind of men always there? Anyone? It's very easy. Anyone can answer. Online, anyone would like to answer, they can also raise their hands. We'll try our best to one question at center and one question to the online. Yes.
Suras and asuras.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mataji. Yes. So those are Devtas and Asuras, Sur and Asur. They never care, right? So these two kind of men are always there. Now there was interesting. Prabhupada described that Vishnu Bhakto Bhaved Deva. So why it is told that devotees of Lord Vishnu are also Devta? What is that quality by which we can say that Devtas are also Vishnu Bhakta? Prabhupada gives that definition, Vishnu Bhakto Bhaved Deva. So by this we understand that Vishnu Bhaktas क्या है? देवता है. So other way we can, Prabhupada then told that how can we understand that demigods are devotee of Lord Vishnu? How can we understand that? What is that quality? Anyone
Very
online
good,
would like?
Prabhuji. It's very, they follow the orders of Vishnu.
Yes, thank you very much, Mataji. Hari Bol. So, as we understood that demigods and Asura, right? So, Asura, they do not follow injunctions of Shastra. They do not abide by the rules and regulations of God. Similarly, Devtas, they have these qualities. They follow the injunctions of Shastra. They follow the rules, regulations of God. So, since they are following the Vishnu's orders, therefore they are called Devta, like Indra, Chandra, Varun, right? They are working under the supervision of Lord Vishnu. Then Prabhupada, in this connection, to describe it more, elaborate more, Prabhupada described the story of great devotee. And in that connection, Prabhupada told that what is the quality of Asura and what is the quality of Devta. So anyone would like to recite that story of Prahlad Maharaj? With the help of that story, Prabhupada had narrated that how we can understand that this is demigod and this is Asura, demon. Anyone here? Okay, Mohit Prabhu. Okay, Mohit Prabhu will say. Yes, Mohit Prabhu, go ahead.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. So Hiranyakashipu was there, the greed demon. So his wife Kayadu was there, and she was having a child, which was Prahlad Maharaj. So the Devatas like attacked the dynasty of Hiranyakashipu and were taking his wife. So in between, the Narad Muni comes and like he tells the Devatas that this child is a Mahabhagavat. And after that, the Devatas like started circumambulating her. So this is a sign of a devotee, means Vaishnava. Like there is a Mahabhagat and he's circumambulating, he's giving respect. And like the Asuras are there, like they will not do this kind of things.
Yes, very nice.
They will ignore
So who was that devotee who
Prahlad
understood the
Maharaj.
mistake and
Hmm?
who understood the mistake and circumambulated?
Indra.
Indra, yes. Hari Bol. So this story describes, how nicely that demigods, although they were planning to kill, he had all the plans to kill that child as soon as he's born. But considering the situation and instruction by Narad Muni, as soon as he understood he's a Mahabhagavata, what did he do? He agreed to not to kill and immediately circumambulated. Very nice. Hari Bol. Now next question. Okay. So again, Prabhupada, after this, he describes Asura. As per the Bhagavad Gita 16th chapter, we find the description of the Asura. So anyone would like to describe? That is very famous verse. Prabhupada quoted 2 times at least. Okay, here we see. Vishwambana Prabhu would like to answer. Okay, yes, go ahead.
The verse was Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha na jana vidur asura. So
Jana, yes.
they don't know what is right, what to do and what not to do. What
Yes,
is
pravrittim and nivrittim. What kind of activities we should be engaged in and what kind not. Hari Bol. So this is very important thing to remember, that we should always abide by the instructions of our gurus and shastras, both. Prabhupada even says that generally asuras are, they do not take care of anyone, shastra, sadhu or guru. And other way is the quality of a devotee. They always abide by these three. Okay. Then Prabhupada was describing that they do not understand that they are entangled under the potency of Lord. Who? Asuras. And considering that they want to live independently, not want to follow anything. But they do not know one thing. And that is described in Bhagavad Gita 3.27. This is also very important verse Prabhupada told. So what is that verse and what is that thing which they do not know? Asuras. Or how can we say that they are under the Lord's energy? There is a famous verse. Anyone online would like to answer? Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. Can I
Hare
answer?
Krishna Mataji. Yes.
Yeah, so Prabhupada is quoting 3.27. He says, Prakrite kriyamanani gune karmani sarvashaha ahankara vimudatma kartaham iti manyate. So those people who don't, the asuras, they think that everything is being done by them. They don't understand that everything is being actually performed by the three modes of material nature. It is only due to false ego that these asuras or the people who don't believe in Lord think that they are actually performing it, Prabhu. That's according to the modes that they've acquired due to their past desires. Hare Krishna.
Haribo. Thank you very much, Mataji. Yes. So this is the verse. Prakrite kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasa. And ahankara vimudatma kartaham iti manyate. So they understand under these three modes that they are thinking this Prakriti is there enjoyed by me, but that is not right. Okay. Now then Prabhupada started describing, because three modes, so Prabhupada described that what are those three modes. So anyone would like to answer what are those three modes? What are the three modes at center devotees? What are the three modes under which we are bound?
Goodness, ignorance, and passion.
Goodness, ignorance, and passion. Haribo. Prabhupada then told that these qualities are so strong, these things are so strong to bound us that unless we are Krishna conscious, unless one is engaged in devotional service, he must be influenced by these three kinds of qualities. Okay. Now, what was the special thing about Arjuna that he was not ready to kill the Atatai? What do you think about Arjuna? What was the... Okay, yes, Aryan Pro. Yes.
Hare Krishna. So Arjun, he was a devata, so he was considering. Prabhupada gave the example of a father considering whether to kill his son or not, even though the son is aggressor.
Very nice, very nice. Yes.
That
So,
is why.
can you elaborate on this example? Prabhupada, what did he say?
Like, if the son sets fire to the house or tries to attack the father, then still the father like does not kill the son. He considers whether to kill or not. So Arjun, even though Ms. Prabhupada explained how they were athatized, the like how Draupadi was insulted, Karna gave advice. So they were athatized, but still Arjun, because they were like kinsmen, so Arjun was, as a devata, he was discussing with Krishna.
Haribo. So this is right answer. Nature of devotees. That although they were attais, sure shot to be killed by, by Arjuna, but still he was considering, oh, they are my relative, they are my kinsmen. So whether I should kill or not. So that is called... Yes. Hare Krishna. Okay. Now, Prabhupada described about three kind of aggressors. Anyone online? What are those three or all six aggressors, if somebody can define? As per the injunctions of Shastra, they are sure shot to be killed. But Arjun was still thinking, oh, whether I should kill or not, because he was in mode of goodness. Anyone online would like to answer? What are those aggressors described in the Shastra? And Prabhupada used here three. So you can answer either three or all six, whichever you want. Anyone would like to answer? Online? 1, 2, 3, Haribol. Okay, at the center. Okay, RL Pro. Yes.
So
Haribol.
Prabhupada mentioned like a poison giver, one who sets fire to the house, and one who kidnaps the wife, and remaining are like one who attacks with deadly weapons, one who plunders riches, and one who occupies another's land.
Haribol. So all these activities were done by Kauravas. They tried to plunder wealth, set on fire the house of Pandavas, kidnapped Draupadi, insulted her, gave the poison, tried to usurp the property or wealth. So all those things were done by Kauravas. But still, Arjuna being a devotee, having a good quality, is thinking whether I should kill or not. Okay. So now there is a word in this sloka, Dhart Rashtan. What does it mean? Prabhupada describes. Anyone online? What is the meaning of word Dhart Rashtan? Anyone? Okay. Vedamni Sakhi Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. So Prabhupada explains Dharta Rashtra means the son of Dhritarashtra. So Duryodhana is actually being referred to as a son of Dhritarashtra as Dharta Rashtra. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. You will always see in the Shastras, there are some suffixes are used to address, like Kaunteya, Kunti Putra Kaunteya, right? And Vasudev's Putra, Vasudev. So like same, Dhritarashtra's Putra, sons of Dhritarashtra, Dhartarashtra. Okay. And now very interesting, if you, any one of you would have noticed, that has been described 2 times. Prabhupada emphasized in the last. What is the reason that Arjuna used word Madhav and Shyam in this verse? What is the reason? If you see the verse, this verse is Swajanam hi katham bhatva sukhina Shyama Madhava. So Prabhupada gave one analogy and also told why these words are used here. Anyone would like to answer? What is the reason why Shyam and Madhav, these 2 words are used in this verse? It's very important. Answer came at the last, but I am just asking because those words came just. Yes, Krishna. Oh, not you. Okay, you can give a try.
Madhav, Arjun was asking how can I gain happiness by killing the kingsman, and Madhav means husband of goddess of fortune, who is the reservoir of all pleasure. So that's why he's asking that you have all the happiness, so how can I give that?
Oh, Hari Bol, very nice. So this is called like contradiction in the verse. Like, so he's like little bit in general terms, Prabhupada use friends to friend. He's like pinching or poking Krishna. Your name is Madhava Syam, your husband of goddess of fortune, means all the happiness is there. Now how can I be happy if I kill all my kinsmen? I'll have no family, and you are advising me like that. How is it? So that was that was the mood of Arjuna. So these are very important things to notice. And these proves that this is a one-to-one conversation, right? Not like Mayavadis say Aham means inside Krishna, or Mam means inside Krishna is addressing himself. And no, directly there is address of Madhava, Shyama, which means Krishna, Vasudeva Krishna. Okay. Now next, Prabhupada describes the reason why Draupadi was insulted in the assembly. The whole story is there. Prabhupada narrated in a short 2 paragraphs. So anyone would like to narrate, and there are 2 lessons. Not lessons, but those are the points which should be covered in the story. So what is the reason Draupadi was insulted by Karna especially? He started that point. Anyone online would like to answer? So many devotees are there. You might be knowing already from Mahabharata why Karna instructed Duryodhana to do like that, insulting Draupadi. What is the reason?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I'll just make an attempt. Actually,
Mataji, just sorry, one actually Mataji who had not answered, she had raised hand.
yes, anybody, I'll go.
Yeah. Chintamani Sakhi Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Well, in the Swamvar ceremony of Draupadi, Karna had come, but nobody knew that he was a Kshatriya. He was the son of a carpenter, so he was a Shudputra. Now, Draupadi wanted to marry Arjun. So she was afraid that if by chance Karna wins, then she has to marry Karna. So she, in the beginning, only refused him as Sutputra, that she doesn't want to get married to him. So that was a grudge that Karna had within himself, that Draupadi insulted him in front of everybody. So at the opportune time when after the Rajasuya Yagya, Yudhishthir lost the dice game one after the other. Last was Draupadi, and so now Draupadi was their property. These Pandavas couldn't say anything. So now, out of that grudge Karna had, he suggested to Duryodhan that now she's our property. We can do anything like with her. So let's strip her naked. Let's take out everything. And but Krishna didn't allow that. Krishna supplied limitless saris and protected her from becoming from them stripping her in front of everybody. Hare
Hari
Krishna.
Bol. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Thank you very much, Mataji. So yeah, this is the story. Prabhupada emphasized that how 2 points Prabhupada emphasized that, like how it was very right to kill the Dhartarashtra, sons of Dhritarashtra, including Karna and all. Why? Because in this incident, it is proved they tried to disrobe and insult Draupadi. And second thing, Prabhupada also emphasized like how intelligent she was, Draupadi, being the daughter of a Kshatriya. She knew all those things. What will happen if Karna comes and participate? So she avoided that situation. So that was there. Now, on the other hand, we see another incident Prabhupada narrated where Lord Ramchandra annihilated the whole Ravana clan, his dynasty, for Mother Sita. So there Prabhupada emphasized that Radharani, Krishna, and Radharani, Lakshmi, and Sita all are consorts of Lord. So how is this so? How is this so? And he told that he could marry thousands of Sitas. So how do you understand this? How is it possible that Ram could marry thousands of Sitas, but still he protected? Prabhupada gave the answer, means gave the conclusion that he could marry so many thousands of Sitas, but just to protect Dharma, to prove this, to kill the annihilators, he went on and fought the war, right? So why it is so that Rama could marry thousands of Sitas? What is the reason? There is a principle behind. Prabhupada gave answer.
Mohit Pro, Jai, Mohit.
Okay, Mohit Pro would like to answer. I think without raising hands, devotees are understanding the heart of other devotees. Who is going to answer?
Hare
Yes.
Krishna. So Prabhupada was telling that Radharani, Lakshmi, and Sita are like pleasure potency of Krishna. So he can make thousands and thousands of Radharani, Krishna, and Lakshmi. But here,
So important point was that because it is Krishna's or Ramchandra's creation only, Sita, Lakshmi, or Radharani, and that is part of Krishna, internal potency of Krishna. So if he could have wished, there could have been thousands of Sitas, Lakshmi, Radharanis. So that's the thing we should remember. Pleasure potency, Ahladni Sakti. Okay, then Prabhupada told that this human form of life has been given by Krishna after so many lives. Jalaja Navalakshani, Thavara Lakshavimshati, Kramyo Rudra Sankhyaka. Prabhupada told after lakhs of species, 8.4 million species after we have got this human form of life. So to emphasize this, one of our Acharya has written very nice song. Anyone would like to sing those important lines, which was also favorite of Prabhupada, and would like to give the meaning to those lines? of that song? Anyone online or at center? Who raises their hand first? We'll go with that. Okay. Aryan Pro.
Prabhupada quoted this bhajan. बोल रहा क्या?
Yes. Sorry?
नहीं कोई बोला क्या?
No. Yes.
मनुष्य जन्म पाया राधा कृष्ण ना भजिया जानिया शुनिया विष खाइनु. So then Prabhupada gives the meaning like we have got human form of life, but knowingly we have drank the poison. So by not serving Krishna.
Radha Krishna na bhajiya. Hari bol. Whose song is this?
Narottam Das Thakur.
Hari bol. Jai. So this is very potent song. Prabhupada used to sing this alone again and again. One of the famous song for Srila Prabhupada. Hari Hari Vifale Janam Guainu. Okay. Then Prabhupada told again same verse Prakrute Kriyamanani Gulai Karmani Sarvasa Ahankara Vimulatma Karataham iti manyate. So Prabhupada emphasized that out of false ego, this Ahankar, I am independent, I can do whatever I like. This is the mood and mission of what? Asuras. So then Prabhupada told that do not know. They do not know that they will be punished. So then Prabhupada quoted one verse that how they will be punished and it is very difficult for them to overcome. Anyone would like to answer? Okay, anyone online? So Prabhupada was telling that no one is independent and they cannot do whatever they want. So Prabhupada quoted the verse 7.14. Devi Esha Gurmayi Mam Maya Durattaya Mame Baya Prapadyante. Only those who surrender can cross over. Because this Maya is very difficult to overcome. Prakrite Kriyamanani Gudai Karmani Sarvasa. So it is not possible for everyone or anyone to cross over. Okay, this question have I already asked. All the good qualities of Devta come in the Vaishnava automatically. So Prabhupada quoted one verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. At least this much, the line Prabhupada quoted, we can remember. Very important. How all the good qualities are there in the devotee already. Anyone would like to quote that verse? Prabhupada used this verse more than 50 times in his lectures. Yes. Vishwambanamai Prabhu.
The verse is Yasyaste Bhakti Bhagavati Akinchana Sarvair Gunes Tatra Samasateshwara Harao Bhaktas Kuto Madguna Manorathena Dhauto.
Manorathena Sati Dhavato. Haribol. This is very important. Sarvair Gunes Tatra Samasateshwara. So Prabhupada is emphasizing that all the good qualities would automatically be there, like in Arjuna. Although knowing that those were the aggressors, still what did he do? He considered being in the goodness, he considered that whether I should kill or not. Then Prabhupada went on describing there are 13 qualities described in Srimad Bhagavad Gita about Devtas or devotees of Lord, and non-violence which Krishna's friend Arjuna chose was one of the third quality. So when he was describing, he described first two also little bit. And first one was very nice, the way Prabhupada described. Amanitvam. So if you go literally meaning for the amanitvam, it means no consideration for oneself, right? Amanitvam, daniya bhav, humility. But Prabhupada described it little bit differently. Anyone remembers? How did Prabhupada describe amanitvam? What is amanitvam? Anyone online remembers? As per the Prabhupada purport or lecture, what is the definition of amanitvam here? Okay, no one. So Prabhupada describes that I am not this body, I am not this body. This is the mood of a devotee. So how does it, this proves amanitvam? Because considering this, as soon as we say I'm not this body, which means I do not have that false pride or ego that I am this body. And as soon as we do not have that pride, which means we are humble, we consider this body to be the property of Lord's energy. So that is the way a devotee considers himself amanitvam. And then Prabhupada told, so here is the proof that Arjuna, because of devotee Krishna, he is considering whether I shall kill them or not. Because he understood that these people just cannot be killed because I desire. These are properties of whom? Krishna. I am not this body, they are not body. And same way Prabhupada describes, but still people are killing so many animals, right? That is not right. Then Prabhupada told, so people are trying to elevate the status of the society by doing so many things, but they do not know the secret. So what is that secret which Prabhupada told about? I'll repeat again. So many people are trying to elevate the status of society by doing so many things, but they do not know the secret. Now, what secret they do not know? Anyone online? What secret is not known to the outsiders or people in general, that how the status of society should be elevated? Anyone online would like to answer? What is that secret? Okay, no one? Aryan Bro, Hare Krishna. Aryan Bro, yes, go ahead, yes.
So Prabhupada was explaining that, like, he gave the example that if a father has 10 sons and 2 are useless, so the father will not allow
That came later, that came
other.
later.
So,
But it's in the same principle. Okay,
means-
I'll tell that. So Prabhupada told that the secret is that if one is trained only to become a devotee of Krishna, all good qualities automatically will be visible in this person. There is no need of separate endeavor how to make a man honest, how to make a man religious, how to make a man high thinking, simple living. Like we say, na, that we need not to propagate separately, become vegan, become vegetarian, do not do wrong with your parents, always tell truth, not lies. Why? Because these qualities automatically a devotee of Krishna will understand. If he's a devotee, these things will automatically be there. Not need to emphasize separately. Vegetarian bano, acha bolo, himsa mat karo, all these things not need to be told. So that is the secret. That if one becomes devotee, all good qualities would automatically be there. Okay. Now Prabhupada gave one analogy how this material nature is our mother, and Krishna, as he's telling, Aham Bij Pratapata, his father. Anyone would like to tell that analogy? Online devotees, anyone? The analogy given by Prabhupada, this material nature is our mother, and Krishna, Aham Bij Pratapata, is father. Okay. Anyone here? Nitin bro, yes bro.
So Prabhupada have given the related that to the example of our material world, like the father. Prabhupada have given that father is giving in the womb of the mother, so that and the mother will raise the body of the child by her blood. So in the same way, Prabhupada have compared, like Krishna is saying that he is giving the beej, and in this material world, it will give in the body form, whether it will be in any body form, human body form, beast, animal, or anyone. So
Haribo, there. Now question comes, unless one is advanced in spiritual consciousness, how can he think of universal brotherhood? This is nonsense. There is no possibility. Why Prabhupada is saying like this? That without advancement in spiritual consciousness or becoming Krishna conscious, there is no possibility for one becoming or having universal brotherhood. Anyone? Okay, Medhavni Sakhi Mataji raised her hand. Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu Dhanat Pranam. So Prabhupada was talking about Aham Bija Pradapita. So Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is our spiritual father. So if you don't recognize Krishna being our father, then how can we expect a universal brotherhood? So Prabhupada talks about gave an example of a father. He has he has many sons. Some sons may listen to him, some sons are useless, they don't listen to him. But yet the father does not say that if they are useless, you live at you can kill them, or you can do or whatever you want with them. But he is the ever caring father, irrespective of whether the child or the children or the sons are listening to him or not. So
Hari
we
Bol.
cannot practice universal brotherhood when when we kill animals, because Jalaja, Navalakshani, Stavar Lakshmi, all the various species of life, whether animals or reptiles or insects or plants or whatever, they're all creations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And so universal brotherhood can be practiced only when we are considering all the living entities as parts and parcels of the Supreme Lord, and not exploit each other for one's own benefit. If that is done, then to that extent we will never experience universal brotherhood. Hare Krishna. That is Pranam.
Hari Bol. Thank you very much, Mataji. Yes. So you have no right to infringe on their rights, which means we have no right to kill them, because they are also part and parcel of Krishna. And by ending, Prabhupada told that, therefore, in other religion it is not emphasized. When Bhagavatam starts with this very concept, Dharma pranjit kaitavotra parmo nirmat saranam satam, which means those who are Mahabhagavats, those who are nirmat saranam, for them this Bhagavad Dharma is there. So these things are automatically expected from us, to consider every part and parcel of this creation as part and parcel of Krishna. That should be our consciousness. So Prabhupada ended with that, Matsarta, non-enviousness. Okay, thank you very much. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.